everyone. Welcome to our session today with Atlas Ocean Voyages. My name's Lauren. I am a travel advisor with Passport Rendezvous Travel, and I'm setting up this really awesome trip to Antarctica in March of 2027. So with that, I've joined forces here with my business partner, Oya, to tell us more about Atlas Ocean Voyages and what we can expect on their Antarctica expedition. So with that, I'm going to send it over to Oya. She's going to tell us all about this fabulous trip, and then I'll come back at the end for some information.
Hello, everyone. And Lauren, thank you so very much for giving me the opportunity. It's a true honor for me to be with you, and you're such a great partner that we appreciate your partnership. So hello, everyone. I am Oya with Atlas Ocean Voyages. I'm one of the senior sales directors for key accounts. And again, I am thrilled to be here with you all. I hope we will be welcoming you on board very soon on Atlas Ocean Voyages. While I'm talking, the slide didn't go. I've been with the company since 2021, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background of who I am and how long I've been with the company. I am so lucky and honored to explore and experience actually the christening of two of our yachts, World Navigator and Traveler, back in November 2022. And then I have done two Antarctica trips just last year in March and December, and it was fabulous. I mean, fabulous, and I am ready to go back there again. So if you will have a lot of questions, and I'm here to answer you, and I hope, again, you will enjoy my presentation. Now, I have a beautiful video to get more excited about Antarctica, and then we'll deep dive into destination. All right, enjoy.
When I was young, for me, speaking of Antarctica was like speaking of Mars or the Moon or some Jupiter or whatever other planet. And being here right now, it's a passion.
In my wildest dreams, I didn't really imagine myself ever being here. Because it's just it almost feels like another planet.
This has literally been a life-changing trip, really an opportunity of a lifetime.
It's just mind-blowing, like something that you'll never get to experience again. I just feel so fortunate to be here.
It gets you goosebumps. It's the experience of a lifetime.
You just had like a rush of adrenaline and energy in your body.
Am I really here? It's really powerful.
Paddling through the ice floes, getting up near the icebergs was a one-in-a-lifetime experience.
All the different colors of the icebergs.
You see all these turquoise, beautiful colors.
Yeah, they have like different shades of blue.
We were within 2 meters of this massive humpback whale. Eventually it woke up and then just deep dived right next to us. So we had an amazing shot of its tail and fantastic.
One of the coolest things I think you can do when you come to Antarctica on an expedition cruise is camp here on the continent. It's a penguin right here. Right here.
Honestly, I had zero interest in doing the polar plunge. It was actually really fun, and it was over so fast, and really a highlight. Now I kind of want to do it again. They should offer it at 8 a.m. every morning.
The guests appreciate the comfort of the ship, the fact that the ship is pretty much brand new.
Showers are the biggest that I've ever seen on a cruise ship.
We had a beautiful window that looked out over everything, and we could lower it and look out, and we had a big sitting area.
I thought that was top-notch.
You will not go hungry.
Everything is so amazing.
And we want to try every single thing.
And the staff in the dining room have become people we look forward to seeing 3 times a day.
And they don't repeat the menu either. Every day is just something different.
A little bit Brazilian yesterday, right?
They do, yeah.
The guests go off the ship very happy and feeling, and actually a lot of them emotional, you know. In the last couple of days you feel that.
There you go. You don't need to change anything. It's perfect. We've had a great trip. Look, I'm crying.
Antarctica has that vastness that makes you feel small, but also part of the bigger world around you.
There he is.
This for me is the peak. It doesn't get any better than this, I don't think. I'm not sure how we top this next year.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Christina.
And we are Atlas World Travelers.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Tim, and we're Atlas World Travelers.
We are Atlas World Travelers. Go on.
We are Atlas World Travelers. I'm Rick.
I'm Alice, and we are Atlas World Travelers.
We are Atlas World Travelers. Come on!
Yeah, I love this video. It really explains, and then also you really feel the passion. Oops, sorry. All right. Our yachts are purpose-built, and I call them yachts. Actually, yes, they are polar class ships, but they are like a mega yacht size. They are all purpose-built for polar category C and ice class 1B. It allows us to operate on the polar surface and also the polar surface temperatures, and we bring all of our guests to the polar regions safely. Just remember, they're all built for with the latest technology, polar class C and ice class 1B. In this picture, you're seeing the water's edge again, because they're all purpose-built. It's only 30 feet above the sea level, which allows our guests to explore more and to deep dive into those destinations. You can literally see all the wildlife while just sitting here. And this seat is also heated right there. I wanted to, bring this to your attention because these are all purpose-built ships. We hold for Antarctica 175 guests maximum, and the size is very important because again, we're small but yet large enough that we can go to the remote ports, and having less guests on board, which is 175 guests maximum capacity, allows our guests to experience 2 experiences a day. It's all weather permitting. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but because we can, in Antarctica, there is a rule that you are not allowed to be on land more than 100, guests. So when you have 175, we can basically do like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon in different spots that will allow you to explore and experience at least twice a day. Keep this in mind, less than 200 guests, but Antarctica is 175. We are committed to sustainability. I was just mentioning that our yachts are purpose-built, and we really focus on the sustainability with all the latest technologies, hydrojet propulsions, hybrid power management, GPS-based dynamic positioning. They're all focused on the sustainability. We also very focused on the reduction of the single-use plastic, and also on the ship, we have the conservation of water and energy. So it's quite an impressive, and it's a quite wonderful ships that we really commit ourselves to the sustainability, like, with so many other partners in the market. We are not only going to Antarctica, but we go to polar, as you can see, right? We are in Antarctica. We start our season late October and end of March. And then our yachts reposition themselves to the north while doing the Meds, etc., and then the Arctic, and then we come back to Antarctica. I just want you to keep this in mind, that when you experience Antarctica, you may want to consider to explore the world with us on a different destination. So this is where we go. But now I know you're probably saying, okay, can we learn more about Antarctica, right? I'm coming there. We're an all-inclusive brand, especially for Antarctica. We call it polar expeditions. On these polar expeditions, you don't have your typical excursions. However, we include all the experiences on board, and also we include one onshore experience, which is the Tierra del Fuego. It's a UNESCO Heritage National Park. We also included half a day tour. Other than that, your premium beverages, your dining, 24-hour room service, all the accommodations. We have the luxe bath amenity, gratuities are included. We also give you a nice parka, butler service for the suites. But I think the most important part is here that we also include a round-trip emergency evacuation coverage. I think that's a great addition to our all-inclusive product. My slide sometimes stops and doesn't want to move. All right, so let's jump into specifically for Antarctica, okay? So now you know you are going to explore Antarctica with 175 guests total. This is number one. Number two, it's an all-inclusive brand, right? When it comes to Antarctica, we include more. Like your one-night pre-hotel stay is included in Buenos Aires. Charter flight from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia is included. We also provide you this green parkas that you take home. You don't have to worry about bringing your gear. We also give you the knee boots so that you don't have to worry about anything. All the lectures, shore landing, zodiac safaris, they are all included, okay? I love this slide because it's a nice comparison, like Antarctica size with US, right? It was a nice way of kind of seeing it. So when it comes to Antarctica, it's really not your typical sightseeing or going to Europe. No, it's more of an exploration and education. You learn, you explore. It's very active, right? Zodiac landings. There will be lots of wildlife viewings. You will see the whales, you will see the penguins, the zodiac cruising, polar plunge. They all help you to explore and learn everything about the Antarctic continent. So spirit of the voyage, you have to be flexible. And number two is you have to be flexible. And number three is you have to be flexible. So why I say this, because you're going to a destination that is the most remote in the world. You're going to Antarctica, and it's all controlled by the mother nature. The weather changes sometimes in seconds, so you have to be very flexible. In your head, I know everybody wants to explore from the day one, you're all excited, but sometimes when we plan, let's say, we may say, all right, 9 a.m., we're gonna have our zodiacs, and guess what? If there's a storm coming, or if the tide changes, if something happens, safety is very important for us. So then we may move that 9 a.m. to, let's say, 10:30 on a different place. So our experts on board with our captains, they always monitor everything, making sure that safety is there. Once everything is good to go, then you will start. But I want all of you to understand you're going to Antarctica, you have to be flexible, and you know that everything is really controlled by the mother nature. And our job is to make sure you're safe, and at the same time, you're exploring the region as much as you can. So let's talk about what you are going to be seeing. In your itinerary, you're not going to be going to the Falkland Islands. However, you will be seeing a lot of Gentoo penguins, chin straps, Adelie maybe, but lots of them are Gentoo and chin straps. If you wanted to do the king penguins, which are here, then you have to go to Falkland Islands, and that's the penguin is the second largest of its species, but they can be found in the Falkland Islands only. Then, of course, the seals, the whales, birds, albatross. Oh my God, especially when you are on the way to the peninsula. And the petrels. Petrels are amazing. They're so funny. They literally continue steal the eggs from the penguins. So, and dolphins, of course. But my favorites, like everybody's, I think, is the penguins, and I am also fascinated with the albatross. All right, so I have another video. Now that you know, now you're going to be getting prepared. So now we know who we are, right? You know now that you will be sharing your ship with 175 guests maximum, right? It's an all-inclusive brand. You loved it. Now you know how to pack. Now you're packed, and now you're saying, okay, what's next? We do have some special pricing for Lauren that March 19, 2027, we have this beautiful, our standard Antarctica voyage. All you need to do is get your tickets to Buenos Aires. We will provide you one-night hotel stay. So we want you to come a day earlier, like March 18, be in Buenos Aires. But I would highly recommend come maybe a few more days earlier so that you can do the post cruise like Iguazu Falls while you're there. It's a nice added value, but if you don't want to do that, it's okay. But we ask you to be in Buenos Aires on March 18th. Your hotel will be either Hilton, Sheraton, or maybe Intercontinental, but most likely it's going to be Hilton or Sheraton. Then you're on your own unless you want us to do the transfer from the airport, Buenos Aires, to the hotel. But other than that, you're on your own because we don't take care of the air. We let everybody alone unless you want us to, provide you the transfer. Other than that, now you're in the hotel. In the hotel, you will see the hospitality desk for Atlas. And then you go and tell them that, hey, you are going to be on the World Navigator. You are such and such, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, for example. And then they will tell you about, this is the hospitality desk sign. Then they will tell you about the departure for the charter flight and your transfer time. So let's say hypothetically you'll be picked up because everybody will have a pickup time, and also everybody will have a bus color number. Okay, so you will learn that. You will get your boarding passes for the next day. So let's say at 8 o'clock is your pickup time, so you'll be ready. We'll take you, you'll go to your bus, the assigned bus, and then you will be boarding our charter flight to head to Ushuaia. Once you are in Ushuaia airport, you just grab your bag. It's really right there. It's a very small airport. You just grab your bags and kind of walk out. The buses are right there. Find your designated bus, give your luggage, and get on the bus, and you will never see your bags again until you have your stateroom or your suite. We will take you from the Ushuaia airport to Tierra del Fuego, bottom of the earth. It's a half-a-day tour. It's a beautiful, fantastic tour that you will see a lot. You will learn a lot. And around like 3 o'clock, we will be all in the Ushuaia, the downtown area. We'll all have our pictures, as you can see. It's important, right? And then you will be boarding the Atlas Ocean Voyages World Navigator. You're seeing our lounge area. It's beautiful, stunning. So there's no line. You don't have to go to the reception. We will take you to the lounge area while you're having your cocktails or a welcome champagne, hors d'oeuvres. Our crew member comes with a little tablet. They will check you in while you're enjoying and relaxing in this beautiful Atlas lounge. And then the crew member will take you to your stateroom and officially welcome you on board. Then, of course, the yacht leaves Ushuaia, and then this is your Drake Passage. I know everybody's nightmare. You all getting maybe saying, oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, I've done it twice. And not everybody knows, but everybody talks about it, that perhaps you didn't know, 70% Drake Passage crossings are really calm, okay? But again, flexibility, right? You need to be prepared for everything. It's a mother nature, but your ship will be, we are all prepared for it, right? They're all purpose-built, so you don't have any problem. But it will, if it's a shake, the Drake shake, yeah, you might feel it, but you can use the relief bands, ginger chews, ginger tea, bonine, like meclizine. But you need to start 3 days prior. My husband found that out. So there are so many things you can do. And believe me, that 1.5 days, 2 days passes so quickly that you will not understand. Because while we're doing the Drake Passage, while we leave right here, Ushuaia, all the way to the peninsula, right here, we will do a lot of, we will do a lot of lectures, of course, the safety. We have a beautiful theater, as you can see. There will be like, our crew members will tell you what time to meet in this auditorium. Everybody will come here, and then the lectures will start. Basically, they will really tell you about what to expect, right? Where is the mudroom? Where is your, this is the mudroom. And I took this picture. It's a little bit messy, but it gives you the idea. So everybody will have, these are the stateroom numbers or the suite numbers. So everybody will have a designated, like a locker, and you just keep your gears there and you don't have to worry about it, right? So our polar expedition leaders will tell you everything about what to do, what not to do, how important is the continent, etc., etc. And then those 2 days will be gone. And you will also know about your group name. It can be whales, it can be penguins, it can be albatross. So they just kind of name the groups. So you have to be always listening which group is going to be next, because it's a rotation. Once we're in the continent, then the zodiac cruising will start. Landings, hiking will start, but you have to be always listening, looking at the charts on the wall, and listen the expedition leaders. You have to listen to them, and if they tell you don't do this, don't do it. But you will learn everything once you're there. So this is how it looks, our zodiac cruising. We have this kind of like at the side, it opens up, it's a platform, and these are all our crew members, so they will always help you, hold your hand. One thing that you need to remember, okay, don't forget, you have to have your own waterproof pants. We don't provide them, okay? So I don't want you to be on the Zodiac and getting all wet because you'll be so cold, okay? Another picture. Some of the pictures I took them, and you see how you're close to them. It's just a beautiful experience, really. It's a beautiful day. Another picture. And this is your typical landing. What happens when the captain and the expedition leaders know that it's safe to go, right? Then they put these the cones, the walking sticks, everything is waiting for you. So with the zodiacs, you will be going to the shore, and then you'll do the hiking. And again, there will be a path to follow. And then they will tell you, you have to be back, let's say within an hour, and you have to be back. This is a long hiking, as you can see, because you know, the ship is actually somewhere there, but we really hiked all the way up, and this was my Antarctica December one. As you can see, we were all sweating. It was a very good hot day, sunny day, and we were all like saying, okay, it's too hot. So be prepared, layers, always layers. Don't forget, layers, layers, layers. Another picture. Again, I took this. Isn't it beautiful? Ah, just beautiful. It gives you a little bit more, I think, perspective that how, you see, we leave right here, and one group is doing the zodiacs, and then there are some kayakers, so they do kayaks also. So it's kind of always, it's moving pieces. It's a rotation. That's why you have to be alert all the time. Flexibility. You might be just kind of laying down, and then you might hear an announcement saying that, all right, penguins, in 45 minutes, we want everyone, you know, at the mudroom. So you have to just kind of get up and ready to go. Okay, remember that. Polar plunge, I did it. It's me. I've done it twice, actually. I have to put my other picture too. Yeah, I did it twice. It was a beautiful day. It's cold, yes. Then we do have some premium activities, kayaks. I did the kayak too. I highly recommend you to experience this. It's awesome. It's amazing. But there is a charge, which is $200 per person. But because of your special pricing, you will be having $200 onboard credit per person, so you can apply if you want to. But not everybody wants to do the kayak. Like my husband has no interest in it. It's too cold for him. But if you wanted to do, I highly recommend. It's worth for every single penny. I love it. I love it. I love it. It was awesome. Another premium activity is camping on ice. Yes, you can actually sleep on ice overnight. Also, there's a cost to it. I think it's $750 per person. If you wanted to do that, again, it's a fabulous experience, but not everybody wants that. Like my husband again says, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's too cold. Are you out of your mind? But some people loves it. So those are two premium activities that there is an additional cost. Other than that, there's nothing. This is how you sleep. It's a nighttime. It's basically actually was there. So I'm going to show a few other pictures that I took it with my phone. Look at these icebergs. Oh my God. They're just stunning. Look at this. It's a perfect day. It was a perfect day. Oh my God. I was with a t-shirt on the deck. I just sit there and it's quiet. It was just beautiful. Oh my God.
It
Yeah.
looks amazing.
Yeah. I While I'm looking, I just say, I want to be there now. Especially, I'm in Texas, right? It's like 100 degrees at the moment. You can't even breathe. And here, look at that. It's just amazing. And I really took this with my just phone. Beautiful. Look at the blue. Just stunning. Stunning. Yeah. My little penguins. They're so cute. They're adorable. They're adorable. Seals. Our yacht, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna play this again. So we were on the Zodiac, and those dudes just were getting back to the ice. I didn't put it the whole thing, but they were just jumping back and then sliding. Jump back. I don't know how long they've done this. I'm serious. Look at this. And then they were just going back. Anyway, it's just one of the amazing things that you will be seeing. I mean, the mother nature is there, just amazing. Anyway, so now you know that how we do the things, right? It's an all-inclusive one-night hotel stay, your charter flight, beverages, gratuities, meals, round-trip emergency evacuation, they're all included. We give you the parka, right? So it's all inclusive. And you're sharing your experience with only 175 guests. The size is important. The number is very important. It allows you to do at least like two experiences a day, because you don't have to wait each other. It's a continuous rotation, and you're actively exploring everything. Let's talk about now your home away from home, right? These are our suites. We have 10 suite accommodations, and believe me or not, they sell so fast. Navigator, we have 4 of them. It's 465 square feet. Then the next little smaller is Discovery Suite. We have 2 of them. And then another one is Journey Suite. It's 382 square feet. We have 4 of those also. Beautiful, stunning. Then you have your staterooms. We call them staterooms. They are kind of like suite, actually, because it has always a living space. Both pictures, as you can see, they're gorgeous, almost identical. The only difference in between is horizon. They're a little bit at the back of the ship, but I love those horizons. Oh my God, they're beautiful. And the whole yacht is balcony anyway. So horizon, the window opens up horizontally, okay? And then you have a little bit of a larger living space here. You see you have a nice sofa, and that kind of like a love seat, but you can have a larger living space. When you are looking at the veranda, as you can see here, it's a step out balcony, right? And because you have the balcony, that space is used by the balcony now. So your living space is a little bit smaller comparing to horizon, but both of them are 270 square feet. Both of them are amazing. Also, we have an Adventure Ocean View, which is 183 square feet. It's a gorgeous, beautiful stateroom. It doesn't have a window or a balcony opens up, but there's a beautiful panoramic picture window that doesn't open up, but it's also a great stateroom. It's our lead-in pricing anyway. And I'll show you now a ship tour, which you will understand. Yeah, it's beautiful. So you have seen the ship also, and that's it. And this picture also, I took it with my camera. Look at that. I did the hike on the top, and it was another beautiful day. It was just, and I think this picture is from March of 2024. So that's it. You've seen the product, you've seen how we do the things, and I really hope from my heart that we will welcome all of you on board of the World Navigator.
Thank you so much, Oya. Um, this is a re-recorded session because the first time we forgot to record. So I'm just going to ask a couple of questions from the first session that we can hopefully answer, just to recap those things for someone else who's joining this time. So one of the questions last time was about food allergies and if they supported gluten-free dietary needs.
Absolutely. As long as we know, in the manifest also, we let the ship knows. So we take care of the food allergies, gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian. We had a guest that she was allergic for strawberries. I also just gonna say this because I've never heard about it. I know nuts, but if it's strawberry, I've never heard about it. But yes, we absolutely take care of our guests, and our team will know. It's a very personalized service. Remember, we are such a small environment, intimate, so everybody will know everybody's names. They will also know who, the dietary restrictions. Let's say if Lorena has nuts, the allergy to the nuts, for example, then they will know that they will give you a heads up saying, okay, this has been done with peanut oil. Would you be okay? Or they will say that we're changing this and these are your options. So yes, absolutely, we take care of the dietary restrictions. As long as we know ahead of time, the ship is prepared.
All right, awesome. Um, Also last time, a little birdie told me that they were scared to go out in the zodiacs. So tell us more about that experience, and has there ever been someone who said, I'm not gonna go on a zodiac, I'm just gonna stay on the ship?
Yeah, well, so do you remember I was saying that when we're crossing the Drake, right? Those are the times that the lectures happen. So the expedition team leaders really deep dive into the experiences also. They also qualify, like for kayak, for example. If they see that that person is not flexible enough, safety is number one, right? They're gonna say, so sorry, sir. It doesn't matter how much you pay me, but we're not gonna be allowing you to do it. Same thing with the zodiacs, right? Sometimes some of our guests, they kind of get scared. They say, oh my God, what if something happens, right? Or they don't feel fine. Absolutely, it's okay. Do you remember at the beginning, I showed you the water's edge, 30 feet above the sea level? Many of the times, we have some elderly clients too that it's their dream, destination, and they wanted to do it before they say goodbye to the world. They just sit there. They just sit outside. They have their beautiful parkas, maybe a hot tea, cocoa, or a beverage, or I don't know, an alcohol, whatever they want. They really sit outside. They can still see the whales, the seals, the penguins. So nobody will enforce anyone at all. You might assign yourself and say, okay, I'm going to do the kayak tomorrow. You're qualified, you wanted to do it, but yet the next day morning, you don't feel like it. It's okay. Then you just tell the expedition leader saying that I'm so sorry, but I can't do it now. No problem. That's why we will never charge you unless you are on the kayak. So you can change your mind. It's all up to you. We recommend what is really good, whether you do it or not, but it's all fine.
All right, cool. One thing we didn't talk about is the price. And I know that, Atlas has given us some special rates for a group. So I just want to talk about that really quickly. The prices start for the ocean view, which is a window, at around $8,700 per person for a double occupancy. And it goes up from there, of course. All prices are on our website, but To reserve your spot, Atlas is one of the better providers where they only require $1,000 deposit. A lot of other expedition companies require 2,500 to $3,000 deposit. And so that's one of the things that makes them stand out for me and why I want to book with them because they had a lower entry point to get more people, checking off their bucket list. Now, I know $1,000 sometimes can be a lot for some people to just throw down. With that said, what I've done on my end is set up a payment plan for everyone. So, with $250 down, you can make your first deposit and then we'll collect it all until it gets to 1,000. And then once you hit that mark, then we'll send over and confirm your reservation with Atlas Ocean Voyages. So I just wanted to let everyone know that opportunity because that's makes it way I think a little more easier to swallow, right? That big price tag, and know that the $1,000 deposit is not non-refundable. There's some admin fees in it if you do choose to cancel your voyage for any reason, but you won't be out of the whole thing. Which in some other instances it was fully non-refundable, which is like more than a mortgage, which was kind of outrageous. So I just wanted to address that really quickly.
Awesome. And just to, let you know that you have a lot of time, right? This is not going to happen until 2027 of March, and you can really just pay as you go. As long as you do the full payment 121 days prior. So what is it, 4 months? Yeah. So you still have the time like till end of
December, I think you have
26,
like a year and a half
like
to.
kind of year and a half. So you really can plan it ahead. And I know that Antarctica is a destination that, oh my God, right? Oh my God. I am so lucky to work for such an amazing company that, I mean, I do go because I do some trainings on board, etc. But I really highly recommend you do it while you can. Okay. That's all I can say. Just do it while you can. And I'm telling you, you may say, I want to go again. If you're like me, you'll just do it
Right.
again.
Yeah. So, that being said, also with our group, as Oya mentioned, we have a special $200 onboard credit you can use for kayaking or laundry or spa, whatever. But also booking through with our group, there's going to be a special little goodie bag. I love planning events and I want this to be a really awesome girl group. So, when our whole group is ready to go, you're gonna get a little package in the mail before we sail, of just some goodies that you can bring along on our trip or just have at home to enhance your Antarctica voyage. So it's a surprise. So I'm not telling you more than that. But as time goes forward, you'll learn more about what's in the goodie bag. So I invite you all to come visit. I mean, not visit, to come join me.
You did go easy, too.
Well, visit Antarctica, right? Visit
Yes.
Antarctica and join me and our group on our trip in March of 2027. Um, our information can be found at www.travelprv.com under hosted travel. And with that, thank you so much, Oya. And any last words from you?
Oh no, I again, I am wishing whomever is watching this video will have the opportunity to explore the Antarctica with you. And I appreciate everything that you do. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. And we look forward to welcoming all of you on board very soon.
All right. Well, great. Thank you. And take care, everybody. Bye.